Booking new boudoir photography clients doesn't have to be that hard. It just takes a little bit of creativity in your marketing strategy. Today, I'm going to lay out this easy strategy to find and book new boudoir clients this week. Hey boudoir photographers, are you ready to be totally booked out with high-paying clients? I'm Tracy Lynn, and I went from side hustle photographer to running $1 million boudoir photography business, working just 30 hours a month. That's right, just 30 hours a month. On this podcast, I tell you how I did it and how you can too. I'm a huge fan of long-term organic marketing strategies that bring clients in on autopilot for years. I think most of you know this if you've been listening to this podcast for long, but sometimes we do have slow seasons and we need to do something to get clients right now. We can't wait. Thankfully, I can say that I'm the creative marketing queen for photographers, so I'm here to help you find clients right now in a way that will also bring you clients for years. That's one thing you probably noticed about the way that I create my marketing strategies. I do want clients now, but I also want the work that I'm doing right now to work for me for the long term too. The strategy that I'm talking about right now is just one of the strategies that I use in my business and I teach in my programs. And right now I'm booked through the end of 2023 and it's only June. That wasn't always the case though. I used to hustle and I had to come up with strategies last minute that one, didn't make me look desperate, and two, made sure that I booked quality clients who weren't just looking for a deal. And that's why in this episode, I'm putting myself back in the early stages of my business and thinking about what I would do right now to book photography clients as quickly as possible. The first thing I want you to do is make a list of 10 to 15 businesses that serve your ideal client. You're probably so tired of hearing about ideal clients. I know I was early in my business too. But every decision you make in your business should be based on who your ideal client is, no matter what. If I were to use brides as an example, what I would do is list out 10 to 15 local wedding planners, venues, hair and makeup artists, and anyone else that I can think of who is serving bridal clients that fit my ideal client. Another example, let's say your ideal client is a 45 to 60-year-old woman looking for an anniversary gift and also a gift for herself. For this, what I would do is make a list of fitness coaches, nurse injectors, local lingerie stores, and any other business who are serving my clients locally and who fit the ideal client profile. If you're making decisions without taking into consideration who your ideal client is, then your strategy isn't going to work in the way that you want it to, if it works at all. For example, if you're trying to book this 45 to 60-year-old woman doing this for an anniversary gift and to find clients you're going to a bridal fair, that's not going to be a productive marketing strategy, you know? I mean, you might book a few clients, which is great for the money, but that email list won't be a list full of your ideal clients who you're trying to talk to. So get specific about who she is, what her career is, where she's spending her weekends, where she's shopping locally, where she overall spends her money locally. If you know these things, making this list of businesses you want to work with should be really easy. And if you don't know these things, it's time to do a little bit of homework to figure out exactly who your ideal client is so that you know where to find her. The second thing I want you to do is to introduce yourself to each business in the best way for them. Oh yeah, I'm making you get out from behind your computer screen or your phone screen, at least for a little while. I know, it's very, very scary, but you want a successful business, right? If you do, you're going to take this step without a second thought, even if you're nervous. Even if you're an introvert and you hate leaving your house, it's time to take that step, even if you don't want to. The thing is, it's just a few interactions, and after you build that relationship, it's easy to maintain. And then you can get back to the safety of your home. My coaching clients always ask me, what's the formula for introducing yourself and building this relationship? And well, I hate to tell you, but there isn't a secret formula. You just have to play it by ear with every client. Some are going to do better with meeting for coffee. Some you can walk into their business and introduce yourself. Some you can message them on Instagram. Really, it just all depends on the business, and you're going to have to feel out each different business before you make that decision on what's going to be best for them. Remember, sometimes some businesses may not want to meet with you simply because you're a boudoir photographer. Please don't take that personally. Others might ghost you completely. Some you might introduce yourself through Instagram and build a relationship in that way. Some you can walk into the business and you'll hit it off with them immediately. Others might not even be there when you show up. It's okay. We are going for both quantity and quality here, and you want to work with amazing businesses who also want to work with you and who support 100% what you're doing. So you're going to need a lot of connections, and these connections need to be those who will help you grow your business. It might take a few tries to figure out which connections are best, but eventually you'll get it if you keep putting yourself out there and keep trying to find the right businesses to connect with. The third thing I want you to do to find and book new boudoir clients this week is to ask the businesses that you've met with to give gift cards to all of their clients this week, or at least the clients who they think would book a session with you. Now, let's say that each of these 10 or 15 businesses send 10 clients. That's 100 to 150 sessions you've just booked. Is that going to happen? It could, but I would expect some of them to come in as soon as possible, but the rest over the course of the next several years. So you probably will get some quick bookings, but mostly this is going to be a long-term strategy while you still book some sessions this week. Next question, how are you going to actually approach the businesses with the gift cards? First of all, unless the first meeting goes just really, really well, I would not do this on the first meeting. I would just introduce yourself the first time and then play it by ear after that. So once you're ready to approach them with these gift cards, you have to explain your business, what you do, why you do it, and what you want to offer the business's clients. And this is why I like to offer a session at no charge to the business owner if it makes sense, and include some images as well, so they know exactly what they're gifting to their clients. Just make sure that they understand the monetary value of what you're gifting them versus what they're getting. That will help them know if it's right for the ones that they're planning to give these gift cards to, and that is a very important tip. Yes, I want them to give all of their clients the gift cards, but only if it makes sense for the specific client. Basically, they're pre-qualifying the clients for you. So here's the gift card that I actually offer the business owners for their clients. First of all, it's a session fee at no charge, and that for me is valued at $299. I include hair and makeup because I know that I'm going to get the money on the back end. It does not bother me to lose $100 up front, but that is 100% up to you. So for some, I might offer a $100 print credit as well. For some, I don't, and that kind of depends on the business and the relationship that I've actually built with that business. The fourth thing that I want you to do is prepare for a slew of new bookings. Like we said earlier, if those 10 to 15 businesses each send 10 clients and you book all of those 100 to 150 sessions, that means you need to make sure your business foundations are in place. So let's talk through what I actually mean by your business foundations. First, you need to have your goals set, like how much you want to work, how much time you actually have to work, and how much money you need to make total for the year. Your pricing needs to be set on these goals that you just made, and the way that I do that is by setting a sales average goal based on your personal and business goals. This pricing list should be built to sell itself so you don't have to be salesy. What I mean by this is that it should guide your client to spend around the sales average goal without you needing to do any pushing. We really don't want to be pushy. I know I don't, at least, because I hate feeling salesy. For more information on pricing, listen to episode 57 of this podcast. It's titled 5 Must-Haves on Your Boudoir Photography Price List, the 2023 Beginner Guide, and I talk through what you need on your boudoir photography price list. Another thing you need to do is lay out your session experience from start to finish so that it is super streamlined and you don't miss anything. And the last thing you want to do is actually set up your workflows from like initial contact to the session to the end of the session so that you don't miss anything, especially those little bitty things, because that's going to set you apart from other photographers because you are thinking of everything. Not everyone is willing to go above and beyond for their clients, but you are. So I really want to encourage you before you get busy to take the time and set your business foundations so that you are ready when your schedule does fill up. It's going to make all the difference in your client's experience, in your stress level, and the amount of reviews you get when you're going above and beyond for your clients. If you only get one thing from this episode, I want you to understand you have to get out from behind your computer screen and meet new people, meet other business owners, meet your clients where they are so that you can get in front of a new crowd. I've probably said this before, but it takes 1,000 visitors to your website to book just 10 clients. I know we're not talking about a website right now, but I feel like that really puts into perspective the amount of people you need to be in front of to book the number of clients you need to have a successful business. And that's the most important thing that I want you to understand. You have to get in front of new people. You have to grow your audience, not just on Instagram, not just on TikTok, in real life. If this episode resonated with you, I want to invite you to download my free one-page guide called 5 Tips to Book Clients Without Facebook Ads. In this free guide, I take you through the different ways you can drive traffic to your website and book new clients as soon as possible. And it's all laid out on one page so it's easy to understand. The link is in the show notes, so grab your copy today. Thank you for listening to this episode of Sustainable Freedom with Boudoir Photography. Please be sure to rate and follow so that you never miss an episode. They drop every Thursday and they're always full of super actionable information for you to apply right now in your boudoir business. Until then, make your next shoot your best shoot.